Well, hello everyone. I'm Blair Bryant with the Steller Group.
And I'm Emily Lomborg.
And here we are. It's January of 2022. Happy New Year's,
Happy
Emily.
New Year. Thank you.
And we enter the new year. Are there any surprises on the horizon for our real estate market?
Well, not particularly.
No, I mean, we keep tracking the real estate market here. We bring you these updates every single month. Tune into our YouTube channel for other informational videos. This one particularly tracks inventory, supply and demand, pricing, what are the trends we see out in the real estate market, and the news is the same.
Exactly.
In fact, it's probably just more of the same from last year.
Right.
The big news out there right now is that inventory is at historically low levels as we enter January of 2022.
Yeah. I think every month last year we
Set a
said
record.
we were setting records for historically low inventory, and December of 2021 was no exception. It is historically once again the lowest inventory on the market, ending the month with
1,477 listings active on the market, and that historically 1985 to 2020, the average was 12,652.
And that's what a more normal balanced market would look like. But
right. So I mean, we're just historically low. If you look at the average detached amount of homes on the market right now, we're sitting at 968 homes actively on the market. Now, remember, January 1st, that end of December mark, is always our lowest inventory.
Exactly. Part of this is seasonal. Part of it is most people don't choose to go on the market in all of December, number one, but especially the last 2 weeks of December. So seasonality is playing into this, but also I believe that, once again, COVID is really rearing its ugly head, and the Omicron variant and just the really high positivity rate of, a lot of people having COVID is kind of, after the holidays, people are hunkering down a little bit to just try to get their way through.
Yeah, it's more of the same, right?
Yeah.
And I think when we looked at 2020 last year at this time, you can go back and look at our video, we were saying was 2020 an outlier. Well, 2021 really just continued the trends that you can track all the way back to April of 2020 when the market shut down and then reopened in May of 2020. So that means great news if you're a home owner or you're a home seller, because prices are now at $705,753 for your average detached home, and that represents 15% higher year over year.
Yeah.
That's the second year in a row we've seen double-digit appreciation.
Right, and we just don't see it changing for 2022. Our prediction, the analysts' prediction, the experts' predictions for 2022 is more of the same, double-digit appreciation in 2022. So that means if you're thinking about selling your house,
yeah, I mean, it's a great time right now. I mean, I think a lot of people think January is one of the worst times.
It can be a slow
sell
time, but not this year.
Yeah, I don't know. January has always been a terrific month to put your house in the market because buyers are willing to give you the best terms. They're going to give you a great price, and they're probably going to give you some time to get the house closed and then stay in place. That's called a post-occupancy term after you sell. So really, if you're making plans to move here in the first quarter, you're going to have fantastic terms as a seller. So let's just turn those tables a little bit. Let's talk about buyers.
Well, I mean, for buyers, we still have a lot of buyers who are holdovers from 2021 that have maybe been looking for a home throughout 2021, who have made a lot of offers, who haven't gotten one, that want to get ahead of that spring market and are not going to slow down. They are going to keep going strong in January. And that is our recommendation. Pricing isn't going down. We don't think we're going to see an overwhelming flood of inventory on the market that's going to even things out. So staying the course for buyers is important. A lot of buyers now are going to some of these big kind of power buyers, these national equity partners like HomeLight, who can kind of help a buyer become a cash buyer.
Sure.
Obviously helps in this really
Big
competitive
advantage.
market. So if a program like that might be right for you as a home buyer, that's definitely something we can help with, and we can help partner you with those kinds of people.
I think as buyers, you got to have all your tools available. You got to have a great lender, a local lender who can work with you on what's the best way to use your down payment.
Exactly.
These iBuyer programs that Emily's talking about, we partner with HomeLight, which if you have some interest, click on the link below and we'll get you in contact with one of our HomeLight specialists. And I think one of the bigger points as you look into this data data too from a home buyer's perspective is more homes sold last year than have ever sold in Denver, which means the inventory is actually out there.
It's out there.
It's just getting
gobbled
quickly
up.
absorbed.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're a buyer, Emily, I think one of the biggest things is, is there going to be a decrease in the two factors that make me want to buy, right? Are rents going to come down? Our home prices are going to come down.
Right. And the answer is no to both of them.
Yeah.
Rents in Denver are up over 17%. From a money perspective, that's about $300 a month, which gives you about $70,000 in additional buying power.
Wow, 70,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
So.
Yeah, and that's because interest rates, right? Interest rates are so historically low. We keep hearing about interest rates. Are interest rates going to go up?
Are they going to
affect our affordability? I mean, it will go at some point, right? So,
but in January 2022, still really low.
Right.
Again, a great reason to stay out there. Don't get discouraged. Stay the course.
Yeah, my main takeaways here, folks, are it's always a great time to buy in Denver, Colorado, because as you look at our housing economy, it continues to appreciate year over year. We are really positioned well as a city to weather any future storms when it comes to the housing economy in the nation. Things will level out. So if you're interested in buying, in selling, in learning more about how to get into this crazy real estate game, give us a call. Click on the link below. I'm Blair.
I'm Emily. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We'll see you next time.